Hello everyone and welcome to QuicksaveTV, your #1 source for Skyrim coverage on YouTube. Today I would like to talk to you about Archtype's Equilibrium, and I actually drew it in Paint and I'm gonna show my art to you. Now, I feel really embarrassed as is. Don't don't say it looks ugly because I know it does. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to describe you some main ideas I wanted to talk to you about. Now we'll start with, all archetypes are powerful. So we have Warrior, which has skills such as Block, which allows you to block more effectively with shield or a weapon. Archery, which allows you to deal more damage on ranged combat with a bow. Heavy Armor, which allows you to be protected much more effectively. Two-handed, which allows you to deal damage with two-handed weaponry. One-handed, which allows you to do the same, but with one-handed weaponry now. And Smithing, which allows you to craft, improve, and different weaponry, equipment, and even jewelry. Now the Thief allows you to wear light armor more effectively. Light armor allows you to wear light armor more effectively, but it is from the archetype of the Thief. Pickpocket allows you to steal from other people, from other people's pockets. That's what it does. Lockpicking allows you to pick locks actually, in order to take the valuables from inside. Sneak allows you to be sneaky Hajit, or whatever else you are, to be sneaky and not detected by the enemy. Speech allows you to persuade, intimidate, and bribe, and additionally improves the prices in shops for you. Alchemy allows you to create potions such as poisons and such as healing potions, skill potions, and etc. Now, Mage, under Mage we have Restoration, which allows you to restore your stamina and health. Illusion, which allows you to turn enemies against one another, scare them, and make them stay like idiots on the battlefield, doing nothing. Also, it has some additional skills which benefit the Thief, such as Invisibility and Muffle. Conjuration allows you to summon, summon familiars and fighters, which will aid you on a battlefield. Alteration, which allows you to increase your armor and do some funky stuff, different spells, which I consider funky because they're not necessarily the most useful, but you can do that. Distraction, which deals devastating amount of damage and allows you to focus on one of the magical schools. And Enchanting, which allows you to enchant different equipment and weaponry in order to yield more effectiveness from it. Now, under all of these archetypes, we also have things such as health, stamina, and Magica, which you actually increase when you level up. You can increase only one of them in each level up, and you can increase each of them by 10 points. Notice how health is following the warrior style. It allows you to stay in front of the enemy for a lot of time, to stand against this damage and not to die. Stamina follows the Thief, and also I should have slept better tonight, I think. It allows you to carry more and to run for longer periods of time, to use special attacks for much more often, and etc. And it follows the Thief archetype, and the Magica follows the Mage archetype, as it allows you to cast much more magical skills without taking long breaks. And yeah, that would be it. Yeah, that's about the strength of each archetype. Now, crafting skills. The huge exception from each archetype is the crafting skills. I, in essence, believe that there are only 5 skills for each archetype. So for Warrior it's Block, Archery, Heavy Armor, Two-handed, One-handed. For Thief it's Light Armor, Pickpocket, Lockpicking, Sneak, Speech. And for a Mage it's Restoration, Illusion, Conjuration, Alteration, and Destruction. Enchanting, Alchemy, and Smithing I do not consider part of any archetype, as they are much more valuable to any archetype. It doesn't really matter what archetype you are, as Smithing allows you to craft and improve your equipment. Alchemy allows you to brew potions and brew poisons, which are equally effective for each of the archetypes. Even if you don't want to use poisons as a mage, you can use potions. Even if you don't want to use potions as a warrior, you can use poisons. It's very logical. It's not just a Thief specialized, especially considering that Thief doesn't have one damn specialization in weaponry. Notice how there's no weaponry specialization. All of the weapons are at warrior school: one-handed, two-handed, and archery. Notice that. Warrior specializes in weapons, so poisons are actually more useful to warrior than they are for the thief, because thief doesn't have means to use poisons. Now then we go to Magica. Oh, excuse me, Magica to enchanting, which is the mages from Mage archetype, but is again useful for everyone, and especially useful for warrior, especially useful for thief. For thief it's enchantments on pickpocket chance, on lockpick enchants, or else it's just very annoying, especially pickpocket when you just have to load constantly, or if you're playing on Xbox and PlayStation 3, I cannot imagine what you guys are doing. I think you're just rage quitting when your pickpocketing attempts fail all the time. So as for a warrior, enchantments allows to enchant one-handed, two-handed, and archery, and then the bow, in order to deal more damage, or to enchant armor, heavy armor, just as light armor for the thief, right? In order to yield more effectiveness, to protect better, to give additional bonuses. But enchantment also can be used for a mage, as you can enchant yourself some trinkets and everything. So actually enchanting, alchemy, and smithing, we see they are useful for all the archetypes. So it gives an idea why maintaining the equilibrium is very important. Now we're just gonna go ahead and talk about interaction. Yeah, it takes me to the interaction, these ideas, which basically, how do the archetypes interact with one another? If you're a warrior and you use, let's say, one-handed and a block, right? Or better example, you use two-handed, you consume a lot of stamina, and heavy armor doesn't help preserve stamina. You go to the thief, you have stamina. You have light armor, which helps preservation of the stamina again, and you have a combination two-handed and light armor, health, and stamina, which is actually a barbarian class. You are light armored, heavy equipped. I mean, how to put it? Your armor is very light, you're not well defended, but you deal tremendous amount of damage, so it doesn't even matter. So correct understanding how do archetypes interact are very important. I actually draw some examples for you right now, so you can even go to advanced combos. I'm just gonna go ahead and use them right now. Illusion, restoration, stamina, health. Okay, you use illusion spell to calm down the enemy. While he's calm, you use restoration to restore your stamina and health, and you're back in combat again. Illusion can also be used to turn enemies one against another, and then use restoration behind the backs of your own enemies which fight each other right now. Go ahead, restore your stamina and health using restoration, and get back in combat. Or conjuration, archery, health. So you're an archer, a witch hunter class actually presented. Summon an Atronach, send him in combat. And now, although you don't have a lot of health, you don't really need it much because you're using archery, you're using your bow, and your Atronach covers you from any incoming damage. Perfect, so your health becomes secondary because your Magica helps preserve your health. Now imagine if you wouldn't have this resource. Imagine you don't have none of this. You don't have none of this. You have only archery and light armor, and you're running like an idiot and you cannot do anything because you need the line of fire and you need to control your enemy, which you cannot if the enemy is massive. It's just a gigantic difficulty. And then we have block, Magica, restoration. Close X-Fire. Block, Magica, restoration. Block allows you to block enemy attacks, preserving your health, which in turn gives more time for your Magica to regenerate. Very powerful idea. And once your Magica regenerates, use restoration to restore your health and stamina and run into combat again. So notice how it circulates. It's like a complete and non-stop recycle. We recycle health to stamina to Magica and vice versa and everything in between, and it keeps circling. You don't have enough health, use Magica to restore it. You don't have enough health, use stamina to run away. You don't have enough stamina, use health to sustain enemy hits while stamina is regenerating. Don't have enough stamina, use restoration to restore it. Don't have enough stamina or health together, use restoration to restore it again. Your Magica to convert it into your health and your stamina. Very, very powerful ideas. Alright, and in conclusion I would like to say, whenever you form any of your classes and whenever you see my class videos, you have to remember I'm trying to give you general suggestion, and your actual gameplay might vary and will vary because you think differently from me, right? Some people might prefer illusion, some people might prefer conjuration because they essentially bring similar effect as conjuration summons onto the battlefield additional warriors, and illusion turns enemies against one another. It's similar effect, right? So, but it's the same magical school. But to stay alive, you might want to use something like heavy armor or light armor, right? Or block and one-handed. You want to use additional strategies. You want to use alchemy to have stronger potions. You want to use smithing to have stronger equipment. You want to use enchanting in turn again to have stronger equipment. It's all connected. It cannot exist one without another. Equilibrium is balance. You have to have balance in all three directions. Don't move like, oh, I'm a warrior, I smash everything, and then you see a dragon, you're like, oh, where's my enchanting when I need it? It's very simple thing. Or, oh, I'm a thief, but I don't have any attacking skills. But it doesn't matter because I die anyway, right? But if you use all of the schools, all of the archetypes, you become much more stronger than just some of its part or any individual parts. It's very, very important to understand. Very, very powerful idea. Now, I thank you very much for watching. I thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the content, enjoyed the commentary, and was able to learn something. If you enjoyed it, if you liked it, go ahead, like, subscribe, and favorite it in order to share it, in order to share this ugly paint picture on your profile. I thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the content, which I said before, but I repeat again, because I don't know what to say. Have a great day and good luck with your archetypes in Skyrim.